Mr. Speaker, the public has demanded that we control government spending. This budget slows the growth of our general fund to 0.2% of an increase over last year's budget. That's merely an increase of 0.2% of an increase in government spending. The public has charged us to find and eliminate wasteful, redundant spending. This budget realizes the savings of department consolidations in savings from eliminating wasteful spending. The public wants bipartisanship. This budget is the result of both parties taking a give and take approach. Our constituents have demanded that we end the dysfunction that has crippled this Capitol in years past and in capitals across the country. This budget is functionally on time. And while critics have plenty of evidence to mock and question our process this week and our process next week, however, our general appropriation budget is on time, bipartisan, and in a time of hyper-partisanship. While our process is far from pretty, it's borderline ridiculous. This budget product is functional. It's functional in the sense that the people relying on $32 billion of appropriations will not be taken as political hostages next month. Yes, our process is backward sometimes, but this budget ensures that service providers who counsel expecting mothers, funding for nursing homes will not be delayed. Schools, public schools, private schools, approved private schools, charters for the deaf and blind students in Pennsylvania, pre-K, their funding will not be delayed. Their funding is going to hit a record investment in this budget. Yes, our process requires us to come back here next week and finish the work of the state budget. But at least our vulnerable citizens will not be worried next week while we're here that their funding is going to be delayed and in jeopardy. Our desire for an improved process or an ideal process should not stand in the way of us passing an on-time budget. Our desire for improved procedures should not delay funding for autism services and funding for our veterans. So let's pass another on-time budget that doesn't raise taxes, makes record investments in our education system, and is something that we can be proud of. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.